All right, so this is quite a journey. We are at the final stage, which is to upload or publish your book. So you created the title, you've done your research, you discovered the book you want to publish, you've created the interior, the cover, and now it's time to publish, right? You've created a title, your subtitle, you've written out your description, you've decided on the author name you want to use. Now it's time to publish. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I do it. For me, I just want to make it easy for me so that I can just be copying and pasting. So this is one I'm going to use for this example. Shadow work prompt journals for Black women. Okay, the subtitle is Emotional Triggering Spiritual Journal for Black Women for Healing Past Pain, Find Self-Love, and Regain Self-Confidence. Okay, the author name is Martha N. Hagen. And this is the description. And so now, how did I come with this shadow work prompt? So I was doing a search and I saw that shadow work, whatever, whatever. Then I came to my publisher Rocket. Then I did the search. Then look at the competitive score. So you see, shadow work for black women, black women, black women, emotional triggers, women, black men. So that's why you see black men are not having so much money, they're not making so much money. Emotional triggers 56,000, that's the average, and it's not competitive and it's got a lot of search. So and the number of competition is very small, average page. So that's a good keyword to target. Then black women, you see that it's 976. One competition, this. All black women, 20, 313, 319. Uh, so I'm doing something for this so that I can, make some money off that keyword. But this, while I was doing this, that was when I came across this keyword, and it's something you can look into and explore. Okay, but I want to believe that there's a particular book with that title, and if I click on 123, you can see the book here. Shadow work tracking. I don't want to be this. Okay, this is it. Yeah. Stop overthinking. This is the I think these are the keywords that made that keyword that made it make so much money, or to be recorded as um having lots of average sales. Okay. So I will just have to look into that before I know that maybe I should go for it. But since it's just part of the shadow work, I can give it a try. So basically, that's you can see why I decided to go for black women, because it's actually competition is very, very, very low, and that's why I'm going for black women. All right. So from what I said, I've created my title, I've created a subtitle, I've created the author name, and I've created the description. Okay, I've not I have the interior and I have the book cover for. I've not created the book cover actually, but I'm just using it as an example so that you can see. Okay, so I came to the name generator. That's why I came up with a matter again, which you're seeing inside my author name. So let's go to our create page. So this is the new create page. It didn't used to be like this before. So you click on create, then we click on create. Okay, so we're creating a paperback. Click on create a paperback. Remember, because I've had people call me and say, can I publish my notebook on Kindle? I'm like, no, don't publish it on ebook version. You're publishing the paperback. Okay, don't go and publish on Kindle version. Don't go and get Amazon is not funding against it now, but eventually they might. So that's why I say just do the physical copy. So you see now, it just makes my job easy. I can easily just paste, copy and paste. Okay, so that's why I always put everything down so my job can be easy. Okay, so it's not part of the series. I put my title, subtitle. It's not part of the series. I don't have edition number, so because it's not a series, then here I can put my name here, which is Mata H. So Mata uh, N, right? N, my bad. Mata N, then Egan. Okay. So it's making my job quite easy so that just there's no contributor. I'm the author. There's no contributor there. So now this is the description part. So what I'll do is I'll copy this. That's like I told you, that's the first thing to do. All right, and I'll remove that. So I'll make it bold. That's the first job we need to do. Okay, we'll make it bold. Then put the description. Okay, okay, we'll put the description. Okay, so this is not bold. We can make this one normal. Okay, you ready? Then make it normal. Right? You discover self-love, self-confidence. Oh, all right. And okay, so here I'll put the shadow work journal includes. I'll put that there. This shadow work journal for Black women includes. So those are the things inside the book. So I'll highlight it and I'll change it to the bullet point. Okay, so I'll change it to bullet point so I can remove the ones I had there from my notepad. Okay, all right, so you see we have our bullet points. Then at the end of it, I'll put this: it's time to discover your true essence. Grab a copy today. Okay, so make that. So this grab a copy today, I'll make it bold too. So you see how well formatted my description is. So that's how to format a good description that will sell your book. Okay. So I own the copyright to this. Then now our keywords. Okay. So let me quickly um, explain how I do my keywords. Okay. So I'm going to actually you're going to see another video where I was doing the old version of that's the old version of how I publish books, because this is an updated version. So you see there are going to be some differences in them, right? So for it depends on the type of book you are creating. Okay, if you are creating just a normal book, then you're going to be you have to come up with different keyword types. Okay, but for me, this is the simple hack I use if I don't want to waste my time. I'll go to async lookup. Okay, then I'll let me just use one of the books that's selling here. Let me use one of the books that's selling here. Okay, so this is Black Women, Black Women. All right, let's go here. Then let's just use anyone that is selling, that is doing well. Okay, well, any keyword that is doing well. I want to go for, okay, work shadow work guide and journal, right? So let's click that. So I want to see anyone that is doing well. Okay, so look at this 5,000. That's good. So I'll click on check this out. But I'm using a software now, right? I'm just using the software. You can actually do all these things from Amazon itself by doing a search, by doing the normal search, which is shadow work, blah blah blah. Do the search, then get the best selling one, then copy the ASIN. So what's the ASIN? You scroll all the way down and scroll all the way down. Scroll all the way down. Then you see, okay, let me see. I'm trying to look at the check for the ASIN. Okay, ISBN. Okay, let's use this ISBN 10, but you can actually use the ASIN too. Some books, let me see if this one has ASIN, if I can see it easily. Okay, so you see this ASIN here. This one doesn't have, this one doesn't have, okay, it doesn't have here, but we can use this ISBN 10, okay? So let's go to ASIN lookup But there's another site, I think I talked about it in the other video of getting your keywords. Yeah, I'll put it there, then I'll click on search. Just does this magnifying gas, then let's see what is going to come up. Okay, so let's look at the keywords, the main keywords. All right, so you see beginner guide to canning. I don't know what that is. Beginner guide to constructing the universe. You wouldn't have thought about that before anyways. Shadow work journal, shadow guide for canning, a beginner guide to canning. So I can also use our normal way, then come here and say shadow work um, prompt journal. Okay, journal. So let's do the search. Then how do I now start knowing the keywords? Okay, I'll start seeing the subtitles. Okay, I'll start seeing the subtitles of people. Control guide to uncover the shadow self and become whole as your authentic self. Guided prompt from inner child soothing. See, this book is selling. It should probably be selling well because 194 reviews. So we can open it up and see. Look at the keywords to see this one is doing well too, but it's a sponsored one. 10-day shadow work journal. 90 days. Okay, 90-day shadow work journals. Shadow work prompts, journals, and workbook. 10 intense shadow work prompts and questions. Okay, so all these things, shadow work prompts journal, self-help therapy journals with questions and prompts, those are our keywords now. Self-help journal with questions, self-help therapy. Okay, so I'll put that up in my keyword. So I'll put my main keyword, right? I'll put it there. Even though some people argue that, yeah, sometimes I don't put it because once it's appearing on the headline, it's going to rank for that keyword. But I also like to, try different things, right? So several journals, beginner's guide to constructing the universe. Let me see if there's a book with that exact topic. Okay, come on here. Okay, let's see what's going to come out. If there's a book, okay, beginner's guide to constructing the universe, 1995. Oh, so it's actually a bestseller, like a classic, right? That's a classic. Okay, that's another one. It's a classic. It's $56. That's a big one. So we are not going to go for that keyword because it's totally different from what we're looking into. Okay, so sometimes when you do the async lookup, you will see a lot of keywords that you never thought of. Okay, but basically you can actually use keywords, get keywords from Amazon suggestion. Okay, I don't know why my system is slow now. Okay, let me just continue to add up more keywords. So self therapy, thought we saw something like that. Okay, so we have shadow work prompt journals for Black women, self-help therapy journals with questions. And why am I seeing all this? I'm seeing them from the listing here. Okay, I'm seeing them from the listing here. Okay, so I'm seeing the things that I see that are common. Okay, that's what I'm going to be using. Self-awareness, unconscious thoughts, belief pattern, inner healing your unconscious self, guided prompt for inner child shooting. Okay, so let's see this guy. Let's see what he's saying. Prompt for exploring the unconscious mind. So explore the unconscious mind and explore the unconscious mind and heal unconscious mind. I'm just trying to come up with patterns. Trying to look at the patterns: healing, self-reflection, self-awareness. Okay, shadow prompt journal, self-therapy. Okay, we've used that. Heal from past traumas and love your inner child. That's keyword 2. So now look at this, understanding your emotional. So prompt to understand your emotional triggers, guided prompt to understand your emotional triggers. That's one that we saw for what I did here. Okay. So these are actually keywords I can use actually, but for people that don't have this tool, right? For the people that don't have this tool, you can use normal suggestion. Okay, let's see what it's going to suggest for us. Okay, see shadow work journals for beginners, shadow work journals and workbook. Okay, so those are other keywords, right? You can remove this and see. Let's explore more. Journals and workbook for beginners, emotional triggers, journals and workbook for beginners for men, emotional triggers, journals for beginners for trauma. See, shadow work journals and workbook for trauma. Okay, for witches, for book journal, peace be shadow work, inner child. So we are seeing trauma, we are seeing inner child. So all these things, basically, I'm supposed to be writing them down. Inner child, trauma, trauma, uh, beginners, emotional trigger. What again? So, from our research, right? That's why where we are seeing all this, right? So because they are going to show us what people are actually using, transcend, integrate, and transcend. I don't know. Prompt journals, okay, no. Heal, help you heal and grow. That's the unconscious mind. Okay, so that's subconscious mind. I've been seeing that a lot since I was doing the research on this. Subconscious conscious mind. What again? Authentic guidance for inner child shooting. Okay, let's. I think I opened that up. Okay, so guided prompt journals for inner child shooting, healing, and growth. So that's a good keyword because I'm seeing is that's a lot of things that I've been seeing around. Okay, so now I can't. So this thing has a limit. Okay, it has a limit. So prompted journals for inner child soothing and healing. Okay, so I'll put an healing. So all right, they'll put and healing. Okay, so now we have inner child would handle that, right? Trauma. Okay, emotional triggers. So let's see what we came up with. Shadow work for emotional triggers. That's one. Okay, so let me see what can we come up with again. So you see, this we are brainstorming now. We are not looking like we know everything, right? And if I also want to look at more suggestions for a good keyword, I can look at product related to them and see all what they are saying. Okay, your companion guide to self-discovery. Okay, so that's one again. That's another keyword. So heal your shadow self and not being afraid of the dark. So all these keywords we are still seeing them. All we need to do is start arranging them. Okay, so for me now, I can try to come up with a title, come up with a sentence that has all this. Okay, subconscious mind. So okay, so I can say shadow. I can say prompt for healing trauma. Okay, so prompt for healing trauma from subconscious mind. So that's I might put that. So I might say shadow. Let me see if you shadow work prompt for healing. So I doubt if I can put it in there. I doubt. Might not be able to. Okay. Shadow work prompt. So let me say now healing subconscious. Now why am I doing this? Healing trauma from subconscious mind. Okay, now there's this thing that one of my mentors told me that once you have this shadow work prompt, you don't need to be repeating it in all the boxes. Okay, because on a normal day, Amazon is going to index your page from the back end, then they will see the title shadow work prompt journals for. So you can show up for shadow work for black women, you can show up for shadow work prompt journals, you can show up for work prompt journals for black women, you can show up for shadow work prompt journals and for healing trauma from subconscious mind. That's the idea. So it's not just one method, okay? It's different methods, okay? So in the other video, I talked about different another type of ways of filling up these 7 boxes. But this particular type of book, for example, if you are doing like this prompt journals, you are doing activity books. If you are doing activity books, obviously that could be a gift item. So you are going to go through those gift keywords. I spoke about them in the other publishing video that you have access to under either before this one or under this video. Okay. So prompt journals for inner child. So I think I have that gone. So I still need to talk about emotional trigger. Okay, so let me say emotional trigger for beginners. Okay, so I'm just trying to make sure that I use all the words that are common from our search. Okay, for beginners, prompt journals, emotional trigger journal, emotional trigger journals for beginners. Okay, so that's a good one. Emotional trigger journals for beginners. Okay, so I have that. You can do more and fill up, make sure that you fill up all these boxes. Sometimes I don't fill them up, sometimes I fill them up if I'm in a good mood, or if I've done research already. I have the 7, I'll just fill them up. Okay, but for the purpose of this video, we'll just do 5. Okay, but basically you know that to find all these 7 keywords, you can see what people that are doing well, they are doing well from that keyword are doing from their subtitle. Then you can know the keywords that are being repeated. Those are the keywords you will use to create your 7 keywords. Okay. All right. So categories. All right. So to also know the categories is simple, right? Just go back to the ones that are doing well. Look at the categories that they are popping out for, and if you can't get it, just get anything close to it. Jewish reform movement. No, that's not close to it. Okay, let's open any of the ones here. Let me see a book that's more recent. Okay, I want to see a book that's more recent. And this is not a bad keyword actually. You see, shadow of prompt journal is 61, is green, so it's good. Then the average review bestseller rank is 303. So it's a very good one that you can actually, and it's still 2000. So well, now this is not just a regular notebook. You're going to need to put in some work. And after I actually gave you a full course on prompt journals. Okay, so you'll probably see it on the bonus in the bonus section. So you know understand how to go about it. All right. So let's check the categories. How do you know the categories? Just look at books that are already doing well, then see what categories they're being ranked in. But be sure that it's not something that is totally out of what you're trying to achieve. Like look at this. These ones I don't understand all these ones, right? Because it's not telling me anything that is close to shadow work journals. Okay, now this is mental and spiritual healing. This is a good niche for it. This is a very good niche for it. So let's go back to us and put it there. Okay, so non-fiction. Uh, so let's see. I'm trying to guess where that will be. Psychology. Let's see if it's there. Okay. Clinical psychology, cognitive, creative ability development, educational and training, experience psychology, forensic, grief and loss. Okay, now for example, if it's the one that is talking about trauma, if that shadow work is talking about trauma, you can actually put it here, right? So you just have to look for something very close to what you're trying to do. So mental and spiritual healing. So let's go. Let's click on. I'll click on this. Let me click on this so I can see the trace. Okay, book, religion, spirituality, new age spirituality, then mental, and so let's go back. So you see what I'm doing now. So I'm not sure where I can how to get that. Then I clicked on books. I clicked on the link under that book. Then it took me to where I will get books like that. Okay, so let's go back and fill that books, religion or spirituality, the new age. Okay, so religion and spirituality. religion and spirituality. So religion, it's loading. It's loading. Okay. So so I'm not seeing anything here. I'm not seeing anything. Okay, religion, intolerance, religions and science. That's not it. So if you can't come up with something close exactly like you've seen there, I provided a video that will tell you how to contact Amazon on where you want your book to go to. All right. See, they even have a prayer book. This is a good niche. Christian prayer book, Islamic prayer book. This is a very untapped niche. I have a student that is killing it from this Islamic prayer books. Okay, so let me just look at something that is close. Okay, let me look at something that is close, which was sacred writing, Hinduism, sacred writing. Don't know that. Okay, nothing is there. I want something close. Christian life, Bible communication, religion. I'm not seeing anything that I really want. Okay, so but I think we found something a bit close here. Philosophy. Let's see. So I thought I saw something very close before under philosophy. Okay, maybe it's not there. Then so like you're seeing now, this thing is not magic. You just have to put in the work. So I'm still looking for somewhere that is close to what I want now. Men's health. Okay, we can put it under men's health, or we can put it under something that has to do with pain. Okay, we can put it under there. I'll see more philosophy. Okay, psychology, sorry, that was where we went to before. So assessment, testing, environment, clinical psychology, cognitive psychology. We can put it here because it has to do with brain. Okay, so let me also check other. Okay, lifespan development, emotions. Okay, so we can put it here too. We can put it under grief and loss. So let me just human sexuality, interpersonal relationship, mental health. Yes, we can put it in both because they are really close, right? They are really really close. So click on save. So you have to put in two now. This now the thing. This is the new development. This category. If it's a journal, notebook, or a planner, you have to check as a low content book. All right, you have to check it. Okay, if it's a all this if it falls under this category, basically what they are saying is low content books are books that have empty interiors. Okay, just like the one we created, right? For this journal. So you have to check it. That's one of the changes that occurred recently. Then it's soft causing. Does this book contain languages? No. Then you click on save and continue. Okay, save successfully. Successful, then we'll move to the next. So now, because it's a low content, you can publish it without an ISBN. So ISBN is basically like an identifier, okay, international standard book number. It's just like an identifier for books. But because it's in low content books, it actually doesn't require an identifier because you can actually use it and dump it. Okay, it's not something that you can carry for a long time. Okay, so you can just click on publish without an ISBN, then leave a black and white interior with white paper. Then this is where you choose your size. If you have created 6 by 9, definitely leave it at there. But if you want to change the size, click on select a size. Then you can choose from these options. Okay, you can choose from these options, right? Then if you have set up your book with your own trim size, this is it. But I didn't teach anybody this in this course, so just stick with the ones that Amazon has provided. All right. So for this one is 6 by 9. Then no bleed. I've explained what bleed is and what no bleed is. So it has no bleed. Bleed means that the text getting to the end edge of the notebook or the book Then we're leaving at March. Then we could upload a paperback manuscript. So I'll do that. I click on upload. Uh, so let me do that and I'll come back. Okay, so we click on upload paperback manuscript, which is a PDF document. So I'm doing interior. I'm uploading that. So where's the wait while it uploads? Let me pause this. All right, so the manuscript has uploaded successfully. So click on this. So in the old video, I used the print ready PDF, but I discovered that there was always issues with the upload for PDF. So I started using the launch cover creator. That was how I was able to solve the issue with uploading covers, because I realized a lot of people were having the issues. I usually don't have these issues, but a lot of people are having these issues, so I started using the cover creator. So I will show you exactly how to do it. Anyways, there's another video that also shows you anyways, but we'll still do it here. Okay, so apologies that the video is really getting long, but I just want you guys to um understand it in depth. Okay, so let's choose this. Choose that design, then you start deleting all the, because you are using Amazon's cover design. Yeah, so let's just start deleting all the written there. I'm clicking on them. I'm clicking on them and deleting. Okay, once I click on it, some of them will delete, but if you don't, I will highlight it and backspace or click on delete. Okay, so I want to make sure that nothing is left there. Okay, so nothing is there. So now from here I'll choose layout. Okay, I'll change that layout so that it will be easy. I'll change it to this. Okay, I'll change it to this. Okay, that's okay. All right. So once you have removed all the things on the image that Amazon is giving you, click to edit and change image. I was supposed to actually add it. So click from computer. Um, so for black women, open. So I was supposed to have uploaded the image from once the prompt started. Once I click on when I wanted to start um, creating the cover using the cover creator, I was supposed to upload the image. That was the mistake, but because the system was hanging, that was why I clicked out of it. But when you're doing it, just upload the image from scratch. Then you delete everything that Amazon has added as a text, which I did here to get this clean template. Okay. So let's wait while it loads. Let me pause. Okay, so everything you see, everything is on point. These things are click out, they are not there. Okay, so we've uploaded the image. This is the cover that I created. Shadow work journals for black women. So uh okay, so this is what we have now. Okay, this is what we have. Then I'll click on preview. All right, so this is the preview. You see everything is fine. So you saw a check. It said increase image DPI. All you need to do is, if your DPI is low, go to this site, convert.town.image.dpi. I don't use this site anyways. Just click on increase image DPI. Okay, that's it. So change DPI and size of image, or you are just doing DPI anyways. How to make your an image 300 DPI? You see there will be options there. Okay, so but I just use this convert.town. So you upload the image. I already did it anyways, but let me just do it again. So see, it's sent the download to me, and it's going to be 300 DPI. All right. So we have this. This is just an example. I'm showing you how to do this. So you see everything is aligned. We don't have anything outside the red lines earlier. So we click on save and submit. Okay, so let's wait. Okay, so we are done with that. All right, so you see in uploaded successfully, both of them are successful. So we'll now click on launch previewer. Okay, don't bother about that. Just click on continue to see the preview. Before now, we used to upload all these to do a paperback. You had to order your own seller's copy. But now with the launch previewer, we don't have to order anymore. Just launch the previewer, then look at the interior, just see if everything is exactly the way you want it. Once it's okay, then click on approve. Then you can go to the next stage. So let me pause this and we'll come back once it has been loaded. The preview has been loaded. So all right, guys, you see that everything checks, like the red lines, this red line, there's nothing outside it, everything is on point. Okay, and you see that there's no quality check, everything passes, right? So if you do exactly the way I've explained it, you would definitely not have any issues. But in case you have some places and you said font is this, font is that, just click on approve. Okay, click on approve. If this cover is fine, the interior is always, there are a few times that you have issues with your interiors, and if your cover is fine, see these red lines, that's to tell us that this if our text gets to the edges of this red line, then it should not pass for quality check. So click on approve. So everything is fine the way I'm saying it, but if anything is wrong, Amazon will still send you an email to tell you exactly what is wrong. All right, will tell you exactly what is wrong. So you see now that as past quality, see you see $2.15. That's basically most of the time that's what they always charge for the printing cost of black and white. So you click on save and continue, and that was what I explained to you when we were talking about the pricing. All right. So the baseline for the printing cost is 2.15. That's the cost of printing. You know you are not the one printing, it's Amazon that will print it for you, right? When you get an order, Amazon prints and they send it to the person. So we want to send it to all territories, Amazon.com. Then this is now where you put your price in. Anything so before the book can be enrolled, as a matter of fact, you don't just forget about the expanded distribution, because low contents don't get publisher. So for this kind of book, I might put it at 8.99. Then you see that my royalty, you see my royalty here. So my royalty is 3.24. Okay, like I told you, when it's a book that has an interior that I actually created from scratch, I always want to make it my royalty 3.25. All right, so that's it. You've put the price, then you can click on publish your book. Publish your book. That's it. So once you click on publish your book, there'll be a pop-up and we say your book is live. Then you now say, do you want to continue to the ebook? Please don't publish ebook, because these books are physical books that need to be written in. Okay, that's why we are not publishing the ebook version of it. You only need the physical copy of it. I only publish a physical copy of it. Okay, so that's how to publish your book with all the new adjustment that the Amazon have done. I believe that nobody should have any issue with these types of book anymore, and you should not have issues with publishing your book. So if Amazon send you an email and say you should adjust, you just read the email and do exactly what they say you should do, and once you publish it again, it will be approved. Okay, so thank you for watching this video to the end. I appreciate you. Then we'll see you in the next video. All right, I'm not publishing it because this is just a sample. I'm not publishing it. Okay, this is just a sample. I will definitely want to do a better job at my cover. This other cover is not good enough for me. I want to do a very more, as in a very attractive cover, and all. Okay, so That's it. See you in the next video.